Hi everybody, much peace to you all and welcome. Today I want to speak about some signs that you're actually becoming an alchemist and the fact that you learn to turn every single negative experience into your favor. Okay, so I believe that the alchemist and turning into an alchemist is super important in our spiritual day life to life journey. Okay, so I believe that it's so important to get to make a deeper connection with your own self. It's so important to learn to transform your own energy. And the first sign that you are becoming an alchemist is the fact that you actually begin to take care of your own energy. Okay, you begin to take care of your own energy. You realize that what is happening within yourself is actually so important. So I'm realizing that there is a need for self-control. Okay, there is a need for self-control. There is a need for acceptance. Okay, so if you are becoming an alchemist, you realize that you gotta make a deeper relationship with what is happening within yourself. Okay, you make a deeper relationship with what is happening within yourself, and you realize that your feelings are so important. So there is nothing more important in this world than what is happening within yourself. And really your inner world attracts your outer world. Okay, so realize that what is happening within yourself is attracting everything into your own life. And what I'm realizing is the fact that the more that I change what is happening within myself, is the more that I have the opportunity for growth and expansion. Now, the alchemist realizes that he also must learn to deal with his own shadow, with the unaccepted parts about himself. Okay, so realize that when you accept a negative feeling, it's like you get to have the opportunity to transform it into something that is in alignment and into something that is in balance. Okay, so the alchemist realizes that he must find balance. Okay, he must find balance. He must really learn to be in alignment with who he really is. And really the alchemist appreciates life. Okay, he honors life. He realizes that there are some things that are hurting his energy, and there are some things that are healing his energy. And he really makes the call of purity. Okay, he makes the call of alignment. He makes the call where he is being connected to a deeper source of consciousness. And I'm in a path of becoming an alchemist myself. And I'm realizing that in my past I have ran from myself. I didn't actually accept myself. And what I'm realizing is the fact that there is a time to also accept a negative feeling. Okay, so there is a time to also learn to deal with the shadow, with the negative side. Okay, so you have to learn to really also deal with your negative emotions. It's not always about the positive. It's more likely about learning to transform things into your own life. Okay, so realize that everything that is happening is actually an opportunity for growth and expansion. Everything that is happening for you. And the more that you accept yourself, the more that you love yourself, is the more that you have the power to actually transform your life for the better. Okay, so realize that everything that is happening into your own life is actually a reflection of your own state of consciousness. Okay, so realize that the more that you shift what is happening inside of yourself, is the more that you have the opportunity for growth and expansion. The more that you learn to really alchemize your own feelings, is the more that you actually attract better things into your own life. And really what I'm realizing is the fact that we gotta make the call for love. Okay, we gotta make the call for empathy. We gotta make the call for realizing who we really are. Okay, so realize that you gotta take responsibility for your own life. You gotta be in alignment with who you really are. And from my perspective, we are more than we think we are at a mental level. We are more than we think we are at a human level. Okay, so I'm realizing that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Okay, we are more than we think we are. And when I'm realizing deeper truths about spirituality, is like my energies flow in a different way. When you realize that you are more than you think you are at an ego level, it's like you realize that you're actually the universe experiencing itself through a human being. Okay, so the alchemist realizes that it's not always about perfection. Okay, you don't have to be perfect in your growth journey. You don't have to be perfect. Even this video is not perfect, but I'm still doing it, because I'm realizing that the more that we let go, the more that we let go of perfection, is the more that we have the opportunity to step into a deeper source of consciousness. And that is actually flow. That is letting go. That is being who you really are in this process. Okay? So the alchemist realizes that there is nothing in this world that can actually harm him, because he realizes that things that are happening are actually happening in relationship with himself. Okay, and he knows that he must be responsible for everything in his own life. He must be responsible for his experiences, for how he chooses to express himself. And if you are becoming an alchemist, you realize that evolution is your only choice. You realize that each moment is an opportunity for growth and expansion. You realize that each moment is happening for you. Okay, so the alchemist doesn't judge his experiences, because he knows that he created those experiences in order to evolve. He created those experiences in order for growth and expansion. He created even negative experiences to learn a positive lesson, maybe, so he realizes that it's all happening for him. He knows that even the negative is another side of the positive. So positive and negative energies are two sides of the same coin. And he really sees the blessing of life. Okay, he sees the blessing of life. He knows that things that are happening are not against him, but more likely they are an opportunity for him to raise his consciousness to the next level. Okay, so if you are becoming an alchemist, you really stop judging other people. You realize that people are making the best with the consciousness that they have. You realize that people are doing the best that they can with the consciousness that they have. And you realize that you don't have to judge other people. You realize that there is a room for growth and expansion. There is room for love, and especially self-love. Okay, so if you are becoming an alchemist, you realize that you have to love yourself. You have to love yourself unconditionally. You have to really make the best out of your own experiences. And really, the alchemist turns every negative experience into his favor. He realizes that love is the language of the universe. And really, he doesn't judge his experiences. He realizes that he has the power to transform every single negative experience into the high vibration of love. Okay, so yes, I'm in a period where I'm beginning to accept my negative feelings. I'm in a period where I'm beginning to work on my negative feelings as well, and I'm realizing that I have to let go of perfection. Maybe it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect, but more likely it has to be in alignment. Okay, it has to be in alignment. And if you are being in alignment, you actually let go of perfection. You realize that you are where you need to be. And even if sometimes throws you negative things, you are still making the best out of the worst. Because now you have become who you really are. And you realize that the journey is infinite. Okay, you realize that each moment is an opportunity for growth and expansion. So, yes, I think that this is today's message about alchemy and turning things into love. You realize that an alchemist realizes that he can always get to have the opportunity to turn things into love. And even if it's not perfect, it's still something that must happen in order to raise the consciousness, in order to raise the vibration, in order to be in alignment with who he really is. So guys, thanks so much for watching, and I have taken a break from these videos because I needed to recalibrate myself. But I want to start afresh and I want to rediscover myself in this amazing life's journey. Thanks so much for watching, and like always, see you on what is coming up next. And let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on becoming an alchemist. I'm sure that you are dealing with your own things as well, and I'm sure that you are having the opportunity to make the best out of the worst. So let me know in the comments what you think about alchemy. I love you so much, much peace, and see you on what is coming up next. Bye bye.